はずじゃ。これが運命です。さよなら。よっ、行こう。
Hey guys, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. If you are new to the channel, my name is Sam and I make waifu over meta content. And in today's video, I kind of want to make a quick tutorial and show you different kinds of burst setups you can do with Hu Tao. Because right now she's the waifu of the freaking week and probably the year. We all love her, she's so kawaii. And I'm sorry Mona, but she's starting to win over my heart. Anyways, so for these setups, you're going to want to have Mona with a Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayer. I know, terrible, right? I didn't want to do this to you, Mona, I'm sorry. And you're also going to put her a 4-piece of the instructor set. My Mona has a talent level 9 right now. My Hu Tao has a talent level 8. C2 Hu Tao. So I'm not really getting anything boosted into my burst. Some artifacts I recommend on Hu Tao is either a 2-piece Crimson Witch and a 2-piece Noblesse, or a 4-piece of the Crimson Witch set, because you want to do the maximum damage that you can with her burst. I have R1 Staff of Homa. Here are my stats right here. My Bennett only has a Fester and Desire. Talent level 9, and my Sucrose only has a pitiful 569 Elemental Mastery.
Yes.
So now that I've shown you my team, let's get into the setups. So let me explain to you how you should do the ultimate setup. You can only do this in the Peak of Vinegar domain or on Spiral Abyss. So what you want to do is you want to melt the shield of the Frost Hilichurl. Then you're going to use Bennett's Burst to apply the Pyro element on him. Then what you want to do is you want to swirl the Pyro off of the Hilichurl. Then you're going to swirl again with Sucrose. And for this situation, you do need C1 Sucrose so you can have 2 of those swirls. Or you have to get lucky with your sacrificial fragments. The first swirl will trigger the Elemental Mastery boost for Hu Tao. The second swirl is so the Cryo can swirl onto the Hilichurl, because if you notice in our party, we do not have a cryo character to apply that element. Then you're going to want to do Mona's Burst. It's going to freeze the enemies, which will also proc the instructor set that's on Mona. Then you just want to burst with Hu Tao, and that's it. Like I said, this is probably only available on Spiral Abyss or the Peak of Vinegar domain. So now let me show you some options that you can use in the open world. The next setup I want to show you is replacing Sucrose with Ganyu. So what you want to do is apply Bennett's Burst first again. And the thing with these setups is you got to make sure Hu Tao is very low health, because you don't want her to get, you don't want that first heal from Bennett's Burst to ruin your extra pyro damage bonus. So just in case you apply the pyro element onto your enemies, you can always put it out with Mona's Sprint. Then once they have no element on them, you freeze with Ganyu. And of course, you can always replace Ganyu with KO or something else. I just use Ganyu because waifu. Then you apply Mona's Burst. And you're supposed to switch into Hu Tao and then do her thing. But I kind of messed up. But we still do big damage. And it's just a demonstration purpose. But yeah, this one's a pretty easy one to pull off in the open world. The next one I want to show you is just a pure Vaporize setup. So what you do is, again, Bennett's Burst. Make sure they're wet. And then apply Mona's Burst. They're all wet. And then do Hu Tao's thing, and you get a good considerable amount of damage. Probably the easiest one to pull off. You don't need Bennett's Burst, but there's nothing wrong with trying to set it up. The last one I want to show you is just in case you don't have Mona, and it's probably one of the easier ones to set up in the open world. So after you use Bennett's Elemental Burst to apply the Pyro element on them, use Sucrose to swirl off the Pyro element, immediately switch to Chongyun, cause the melt so that way the instructor set on Chongyun can proc. You're going to want a normal attack with Hu Tao once, that way you can apply the Cryo element on him, then pop her E and do your thing. This setup is probably the equivalent of like a Mona Vaporize setup that I usually do on my streams. It just feels like that to me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Just wanted to make this quick tutorial just in case you guys didn't know of different setups you guys can try. Of course, there's probably one setup that I missed. You can let me know in the comments what kind of setup you're using. By the way, I am doing a giveaway on my last video that I posted, the one that has me wishing. I really hope the people who needed the most win. I will be streaming on YouTube Saturday, and towards the end of the stream, I will be picking a comment live and then contacting the winners if they're there. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can have the best chance to win that giveaway and comment whatever I want you to comment from that video. I love you all so much. Remember, waifu over meta, and we'll see you in the next video.